Keep going.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There we go.
Sweet. So my name is Coleton Jaffa.
My name's Rob Jaffa.
And we're the Jaffas.
So I've been with TeraFlex since 2018. Basically, I work with SolidWorks, and I make all the shock components in the computer. I 3D model them. That way we can make sure that everything is going to work before we actually produce them. So like my dad's Jeep over there, he's got the stock arms, the stock springs, everything, but he has Falcon shocks.
The complete ride changed. It reminds me a lot of a Razor, where we can just tear up dirt roads. We can get to our destination quick. We can cover a lot of ground really fast.
So today we're going to kind of show you what we like to do for fun. We're heading out to 5 Mile Pass. Should be pretty good. Probably a little bit dusty, but one of our favorite places to go out and ride. But yeah, we've been doing this for a while. It's deep in the family. We got 4 Jeeps, 2 TJs, a JK, and a JL.
We used to go down to Moab a couple times a year with the youth groups, and that's kind of where I fell in love with it. We used to spend a lot of time at the sand dunes when Cole was young. We bought him a 4-wheeler, and he insisted on having a dirt bike.
Ready to go. 30-second board.
When I was 3, I was watching Supercross on TV, and I really wanted a dirt bike. My dad had given me a 4-wheeler for Christmas, and I mean, it was cool, but it wasn't a dirt bike, you know?
My wife made a deal with him. If he could save up a little bit of money, that she'd make up the difference. And she called me one day. She told me that he had $127 saved up, and I said, well, you made a deal with him, so I guess we're buying a dirt bike. We used to have multiple bikes. We used to chase all over the state. He was quite successful at it. It's just been a lot of family fun for us. The places we camp and go, the only way to get there a lot of times is in a Jeep.
Jeeps are freedom.
You know, when you go camping, a lot of times the campgrounds are usually at the base of the mountain, and you know there's usually a lot of people down there and stuff. And these Jeeps get us up to the top. We can kind of get up to spaces that we wouldn't be able to in a normal vehicle.
You know, you go camping to get away from people. So with these setups, you know, we can go up to the top of the mountains and set up camp, and then we could ride from there. And it's just a lot more, you know, exclusive. It's really fun. So I got into dirt biking when I was 3, started racing when I was 4, and it all kind of snowballed from there. So I've been racing ever since, and it's been really cool. Had a lot of really neat opportunities come from it.
Gone out wheeling with guys who have their suspensions tuned and all these different things, and we'll go for rides in their Jeeps, and then Cole's like, why don't you hop in mine? Let me show you what it'll do.
So TeraFlex built this thing for the 2017 SEMA show. Underneath it, I got a Terra 30, 37-inch tires. I have wheel Ventique wheels, ARB lockers. It's all geared, chromoly axle shafts. I've got the Falcon 3.5s. They are incredible, super cool. On these ones specifically, so I could adjust them in cab as I drive, but I also have 8 positions to click from and adjust it to where I need to go. So I'll turn it up for the camper as I'm driving down the road, or you know, when I get to the trail, I'll turn it down, or if I'm doing high speed, I'll keep it up. You know, with the tent trailer on the back, I don't know if Jeeps are necessarily meant to tow, but it tows it fantastic. I'll just crank up the suspension a little bit. When I throw the top of the doors on, I'll throw a canoe on the top. You know, it handles it perfectly. I mean, if you're going to spend money on anything, it's the shocks.
Through all of his racing, he really understands suspension setup and how to go fast and how things need to function.
Falcon is really cool. They've got it down to a T. They have everything so it works out. So they could build shocks really fast but really high quality. And the quality control that they go through, they're all tested very strenuously.
The dirt bike experience is carried over into Jeeping. You know, he can ride in something and tell me when it's right and tell me when it's wrong.
The shock is everything to a suspension system, in my opinion. I mean, if you have crappy shocks, your ride will be crappy. No matter how nice your suspension is, no matter what long arms you have, the shocks make the ride.